The war has been President Donald Trump's worst foreign policy blunder so far. It makes it harder for the United States to deter its enemies. A remote Albanian island has a new nickname: Kushner Island. Jared Kushner, the son-in-law of US President Donald Trump and founder of investment firm Affinity Partners, plans to build a $1.4 billion luxury resort there. The project has prompted large protests, with crowds chanting, "Albania's is not for sale. Is this the future Albanians want, or a sellout of their land to foreign wealth?" In this episode...
United States President Donald Trump says ships are starting to move through the Strait of Hormuz. The statement on Monday came after both the US and Iran announced plans to sign a memorandum of understanding aimed at ending the US-Israeli war with Iran on Friday.
Governments across the world have welcomed the tentative deal between the US and Iran to end the war, calling it a major diplomatic breakthrough. But Israeli politicians have been quick to criticize it, claiming it would undermine Israel's security.
Salesforce announced on Monday that it will acquire AI customer service platform Fin for $3.6 billion, formerly known as Intercom. Fin offers an AI agent that can resolve customer queries across channels, using live chat, WhatsApp, SMS, phone calls, Slack and more. Salesforce says it wants to use Fin's team and technology to improve Agentforce, its existing enterprise platform that businesses can use to build custom AI agents that automate tasks.
UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer announced on Monday that his government will impose a ban on social media use for children under 16 years of age. The ban would apply to a range of social media platforms, including Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and ex-Metshidi services like WhatsApp and Signal will not be included in the ban. There are also going to be limitations on AI tools, as AI romantic companion chatbots will have to ensure they are only usable by people over 18.
SpaceX's historic IPO just got supersized after the public offering's underwriters exercised their option to purchase the maximum amount of shares, bringing the total amount raised to $85.7 billion. Elon Musk's space and AI company had initially raised $75 billion, which was already enough to make it the largest IPO windfall ever.
WhatsApp is expanding voice and video calling to group chats on the web, allowing users to start calls directly from their browser. The feature is currently rolling out to some beta testers and will reach more users over the coming weeks. Pakistan is set to assume the chairmanship of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization's Council of Heads of State, CHS, in September, while next year's CHS summit will also be hosted by Pakistan, commemorating the 25th anniversary of the SCO. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar acknowledged that the group has played an important role in promoting regional peace, security, stability, economic cooperation, connectivity and people-to-people exchanges among its member states, according to a statement released by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs on Monday.
Islamabad, Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif says there were moments in the final stretch of negotiations between the United States and Iran when the talks appeared close to collapse. Each time, he told the National Assembly on Monday, it was Field Marshal Asim Munir, Pakistan's powerful military chief, who kept the deliberations alive.
Deir el-Balah, Gaza Strip, Israeli forces shot and killed a 3-year-old boy as his father carried him in central Gaza. The family has said Rayyan Abu al-Ajin was shot in the Wadi al-Salka area of Deir el-Balah Governorate on Sunday afternoon, and his body was taken to the Al-Aqsa Martyrs Hospital on Monday.
The United Kingdom's Court of Appeal has ruled that the British government was right to proscribe the Palestine Action activist group as a terrorist organisation last year. Palestine Action is a British protest group which was founded 6 years ago and describes itself as a movement committed to ending global participation in Israel's genocidal and apartheid regime. Fox confirmed Monday that it is acquiring streaming company Roku in a stock and cash deal valued at around $22 billion. Fox said the deal would create a media and technology company positioned around two trends reshaping video consumption: the continued appeal of live sports and news and the growth of streaming. Fox says the deal will create the third largest television company in the United States. The transaction combines Fox's news and sports channels, along with its free ad-supported streaming service Tubi, with Roku's connected TV platform.
Sarvam has raised $234 million at a $1.5 billion evaluation, the company announced on Monday. The Bengaluru-based company is now India's newest AI unicorn, as governments and companies seek greater control over critical artificial intelligence technologies and computing infrastructure. $150 million of that money will come from HCL Tech, the IT subsidiary of Indian conglomerate HCL Group and lead strategic investor in the round. Bessemer Venture Partners also participated alongside existing backers Khosla Ventures and Peak 15 Partners. Sarvam hopes to raise a total of $300 million for its Series B round.
Pakistan Navy has opened online registration for Sailor Batch B 2026, offering opportunities for Pakistani male candidates in different branches. As per the advertisement, candidates can submit their online applications from the 14th of June 2026 to the 5 July 2026 through the official Pakistan Navy recruitment website.
Bitcoin fell 13% in June to 64,394, adding to a much larger decline from its record high above $123,000 in July 2025, according to CNBC. The world's largest cryptocurrency has now lost nearly half its value from that peak, raising fresh questions about how investors should treat Bitcoin inside a broader portfolio.
Sealed second production copy of Super Mario Bros. For the NES has sold for $3 million at auction. Heritage Auctions described the copy as the most significant video game ever offered at auction. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has called for a transparent investigation into the death of a 9-year-old Australian girl who was fatally shot during an incident involving police and armed robbers in Pakistan's Punjab province. Hania Ahmed, who was visiting Pakistan with her family, was killed on June 10 after armed suspects allegedly took the family hostage inside their rental vehicle in Chakwal. The incident escalated into a confrontation with police, resulting in an exchange of gunfire. Or Samsung could introduce majors with the Galaxy S27 Ultra in early 2027, as Apple is reportedly preparing major upgrades for the iPhone 18 Pro and iPhone 18 Pro Max later this year. A new rumor claims that Samsung is planning 3 important changes for its next Ultra flagship. These could address long-running complaints about the camera setup, battery capacity, and wireless charging support.
Gilgit-Baltistan Chief Election Commissioner Raja Shahbaz Khan on Monday announced the postponement of local bodies polls in the region, scheduled for August 2 to September 27. Earlier this month, the GB Election Commission had announced conducting the local bodies elections across the region on August 02.
Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese on Monday called for a transparent inquiry into the shooting of Hania Ahmad by the Punjab Crime Control Department, CCD, earlier this week, according to The Guardian. Adil Ahmed, 39. His wife, Dr. Sidra Khan, their daughter Hania Ahmed, 9, and son Arfan Ahmed, 10, were shot at during a robbery when CCD personnel opened fire on their vehicle, mistaking it for that of robbers. As a result, Hania died on the spot, while Adil and Arfan were critically injured. Dr. Khan remained unhurt.
Starbucks in South Korea will shut all its shops for half a day next week so staff can attend a history lesson following public outrage over a promotional campaign that evoked a deadly crackdown on pro-democracy protesters. The coffee chain faced widespread criticism after it launched a tank day of the usable cup promotion, in which it blamed the Gwangju uprising, in which at least 165 civilians were killed by the military. Many believe the real figure to be much higher.
risk that a traveller infected with Ebola could arrive in the United States during the 2026 World Cup tournament that kicked off last week is low but not zero. And if that happens, US hospitals are ready to respond. US infectious disease experts say it was not always so. The number of confirmed cases in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC, Ebola outbreak has surged to 782, with 178 deaths, marking one of the largest daily jumps so far as regional conflict, patient escapes, and limited contact tracing undermine containment efforts. The Ministry of Public Health confirmed 72 new cases on Sunday over the previous 24 hours, a record single-day increase with 29 additional deaths.
Cybersecurity startup Nucor emerged from stealth with $66 million in funding on Monday, aiming to solve a challenge it believes many companies will soon face as they deploy AI agents. How to authenticate, govern and control them at scale. The seed round was led by cybersecurity-focused venture firm Cyberstarts, with participation from Index Ventures and Evolution Equity Partners, valuing Nucor at $300 million after investment.
Pakistan Army has announced online registration for medical cadets in the Army Medical College Rawalpindi for the 51st MBBS and 29th BDS entry 2026. According to the advertisement, male candidates who meet the required age and education criteria can apply online from the 15th of June 2026. The registration process will remain open until 14th of July 2026.
The anti-corruption establishment ACE has registered a case over alleged financial irregularities in the Yellow Line Bus Rapid Transit BRT project. Former project director Zamir Abbasi and procurement director Juman Das have been named in the case, which relates to the alleged mismanagement of billions of rupees in project funds. The federal government has projected higher receipts from the mobile handset levy in the budget 2026-27. setting a target of $14 billion compared to the budget estimate of $12 billion for 2025-26. Contrary to reporting by other newspapers, the government hasn't increased the tax levy. Instead, it has only set a higher target for levy collection in the new fiscal year. According to Met Office, a westerly wave is likely to approach upper parts of the country from 16th June and likely to persist till 20th June. Moist currents from Arabian Sea are also likely to penetrate upper and central parts from 16th June under the influence of this weather system.
Pakistan Air Force, PAF, has announced new civilian vacancies for 2026. As per the latest advertisement, applications are invited for medical assistant, draftsman and cook posts. The online registration will start on the 15th of June 2026 and will remain open until the 28th of June 2026. All interested candidates can submit their applications through the official PAF recruitment website. Applicants are also required to have basic computer knowledge, as the registration process will be completed online.